One is you can't control it. You can control when it happens, how severe it gets, how long it lasts. Speaking of how long it lasts, I've had an anxiety attack literally last me 2 days. Like, it lasted until I passed out asleep, and then when I woke up, it was still there. Yeah.
That's not okay.
No,
that
yeah,
sucks. What the heck?
That's when you know, like, there's a problem.
That's when you know it's real.
Yeah.
My longest was 4 hours. I now feel like that's really insignificant.
No, that's definitely
so bad.
significant. Yeah.
It was at work, too. I mean, people were trying to talk to me, and I was like, I'm dying. But tip me, please. Okay, other main points. I definitely feel like the best thing, we didn't really touch this, so this isn't really a main point, but it is a main point. We're going to make it a main point now.
Yeah.
I think the best way to help someone is just to love them. Whether it's as a friend, as a child, as a parent, whatever it is, just love and accept. Just accept this is who they are. This is one of their quirks, and I'm sorry, but every single person who's watching this, every single person that's on this planet has a quirk. And for us, that's our quirk, and we can't help it. We just need someone to be like, it's okay. It's okay. I understand. I get it. Maybe don't get it because I don't have anxiety, but I can relate with you. I can empathize. I can be there for you. I can try to help the best I can. And I think that's what honestly will make a huge change in this society. I think that's what will make a change is learning how to be tolerant, how to accept, how to love. Just come down to how to love. We could be having the worst anxiety attack, but someone be like, hey, I don't know how to help, but I'm here for you. Please tell me how I can. That is a game changer. Instead of saying like something snarky, rude, this isn't relevant, this is crazy, blah, 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 blah. It's like just a change like that is just like, it can change a person's day. It can change a person's life. It's so important, I feel like. But what do you think for other main points?
Just kind of that, always have someone to go to when you have anxiety. I've learned that.
Definitely.
My mom is a really good person to go to. She's always there to help calm you down. She will always start any kind of conversation. She can talk about literally anything. She'll go up to like a random stranger and just be like, oh my gosh, how was your day? Like, you look gorgeous.
And they're
and I'm just like, Mom, like, how do you do that?
Jealous.
But yeah, otherwise, like, have a couple of people because there's always going to be someone who's busy. Life is crazy, whether they're at work, they just have like homework going on, they can't really talk. It doesn't mean that you're insignificant to their life. That's another thing to remember. Just remember a point on your life when you weren't able to be there for someone. But always just have like multiple backups.
Exactly.
Make your group bigger. Don't ever try to like make it smaller. I've learned that the hard way. It's just like always branch out to new people. Try to get to know new people. Like Alex and I, we literally like we tried the whole like I don't even know. We like knew. I think we knew that we'd be good friends,
but like we just got busy.
Yeah, it just like took forever for us to like actually get together.
Yeah, like find the time.
Yeah, but now that we did, I like feel like I've known you forever.
That's how I feel. I love that.
Yes.
It also
new friendships created.
Yes, they're amazing. And I love what Pisa said, but I also think another thing too is hypothetically, if you don't have like let's say every single person you know is busy and can't help you, find something that makes you level-headed. I think I could say it's safe to say for me and Paisley, it's writing, it's drawing, it's creative stuff. For me, it was sometimes running or exercise related, but everyone has their own things that can kind of help bring them down, help just in case like there's no person to talk them out. Of course, like some of them aren't like quick fixes, others are more like you have to kind of work. Like if you're in work, you obviously can't start doing jumping jacks because that might not be like acceptable, but you could write it out. And I think for me personally, writing it out makes me feel better. It makes me feel like it's not so big. That's why I'm such a list person, is because I feel like it helps me. It makes me everything so much more manageable because I feel like I have so many things to do, but I write it down and I'm like, I only have 5 things to do. Why am I freaking out?
Yes.
Like, do you get that?
Yeah, your mind is so jumbled up and there's like so much going on in there.
Yeah.
And it's so disorganized. And that's why like sometimes if you guys haven't noticed in like some of my other videos, I talk and I ramble off in different situations. And it's not very organized. That's just because that's how my brain works.
Oh yeah, our brain is.
Yeah, but when you write it down, it's like, okay, now I can have a way to go about it. And even if, like, sometimes I'll, like, write something down and it'll be super jumbled up, like, my mind. But then you can read back over it and be like, okay, this goes here, this goes there, that kind of thing.
Exactly. And I feel like it's less scary when you write it down almost. Like, I remember for me, like, graduating was terrifying, but I wrote down, maybe think of the worst case scenario that can happen, write it down, and think of a way you can handle it. And then you'll realize this is the biggest, scariest thing that can happen, which, by the way, is probably not going to happen. And once you do, you realize, okay, I'm maybe not freaking out over nothing. It's just like, I can get through it. I can get past this. No matter what is thrown at me with this situation, I can handle it. I can get through it. It will be fine. And I think that's, like, for me personally, that's something that's super, super, super comforting, and it helps me kind of move past it if there is no one to help me with that. So I think that is something with, like, me time that can help, definitely help. But I do agree with Paisley, you shouldn't do it alone. But also you do need to learn things on your own to handle it, because you can't expect someone else to do it for you. This is your anxiety. You can look for help, but in the end, you do really need to learn how to manage it too on your own. Like I said, not saying you can't get help from other people. You do definitely need to learn how to, bring yourself down.
Yeah,
I know people who have, like, I think with everyone, their anxiety attacks are triggered by different things. Like, for some people, it's breathing. For some people, it feels like chest pain, heart attack stuff. But people do go to the ER and think they're having heart attacks, and it's just anxiety. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
I only know about it because I know personally, and I know from other people that it's happened. And I, before that, I never knew. I was like, I just figured it was something like, oh, it's fine, it's no big deal. But to these people, they feel like they're having a heart attack or whatever it might be, and they feel it enough where they're like, I need to go to the doctor, I need to go to the ER, I need to get help now. And that's something to realize. It's not just like this fake little thing. You might feel like you're dying, and that's scary.
Yeah.
Like, I felt it. I know Paisley's felt it. You feel like you're dying, and that's a terrifying feeling. Even though it's not real, it's still something that you almost have to, like, learn to handle afterwards. You kind of have, like, a little, like, PTSD after it. Like, it's scary. It's something that, and like I said, if you go to the ER, they're not going to tell you it's crazy, it's fake. They're going to get you help. They're going to be like, okay, this is a therapist, this is whatever, someone you should talk to, here's a support group. They don't dismiss it. And if a medical health professional isn't going to dismiss it, then why are you dismissing it?
Exactly. Yeah.
It comes down to that.